red light killing me, bro. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Change, man. Damn, finally. Get out of my way, man. I'm already late, dog. You wanna cut me off, bro? Yeah, today already not my day, bro. Go! Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, bro. Man, watch out, dummy. Go, man. Man, you stupid son of a... You dumb son of a... Man, you gonna take up both lanes, bro? Move! Alright, bro, you know what? Don't worry about it. Let's see, you got that same energy, bro.
All it takes is a few moments of unresolved and unchecked anger to cause us to make decisions that we'll regret for the rest of our lives. This happens far too often, so in this video, I think it's time that we have an important discussion about trucking and road rage.
All it takes is one bad decision to take someone's life, or to lose your freedom, or to lose your own life. It's happening way too often with our fellow truckers out there. It's to a point to where I think we need to get in front of it and start to address this within the community. We live in different times now. People aren't playing with a full deck. It's crazy now. Things that used to be minor issues are starting to escalate into serious problems. When you're out here on the road, I want to let you guys know, especially for the new drivers that's out there, and more so of a reminder for the drivers that's already been there. There are going to be so many times that you're going to want to get frustrated. And the thing is, there's nothing wrong with getting frustrated because we're human. We're going to get angry. We're going to get mad. You have to learn how to check it. Do I get upset when I'm out here, especially driving on Houston roads? Absolutely. What I'm learning is to be frustrated or annoyed or upset about something that happens, and just to maintain my composure, because it's a choice. I can't tell people not to get upset. It's what do you do in those moments. Just recently, a truck driver was shot in the chest from a road rage incident that took place between him and two other men. What the article states, basically in a nutshell, there was a father and a son in a car, and the truck driver passed them. Allegedly, the truck driver took off his mirror, so the son and the father got out of the car, and they were yelling at the truck driver to get out of the truck. The truck driver said he just stood in his truck and he kept his windows rolled up. The son got frustrated because the truck driver allegedly tried to run over the father and take off as they're confronting him. And because of that, he pulled out his gun and shot the truck driver, allegedly. And all of this because of poor driving. Maybe the truck driver did take his mirror off, and maybe the man was justified in being angry. That didn't warrant someone getting shot. But these are the times that we live in now. We have to be very careful with driving with these other vehicles on the road. And it's not just other vehicles, it's other truck drivers. And let me tell you about my own personal story. When I was over the road, I was hauling doubles and triples. They're very long loads, and they're unstable, and they kind of fishtail in the back. If you're going downhill, they tend to kind of wave in the wind a little bit, even if you're going straight. So I was on an interstate that it was construction. There was no shoulder on the side. So I started to dip where the shoulder should be. So I had to kind of adjust my wheel to come back over. Perfect example. Perfect example. Don't lay on the horn because you're angry, but I'm going to get to that. I'm glad that happened. I'm going to get to the horn situation. Like I was saying, I started to slide into the where the shoulder should be. So I had to kind of pull myself out because I did that adjustment. The last truck of my drive-away load started to kind of swing a little bit. It didn't hit anybody, and it was still in the lane, but I guess it kind of startled the truck driver next to me. But it got to a point to where he let that little incident drive him to the point of laying on the horn constantly. I mean, he followed me for about a mile or two, just blowing the horn. He's yelling at me, shouting and everything else, and I'm just trying to keep it cool as best I possibly can. I'm just at 10 and 2, just driving. I'm trying to ignore him. He's purposely matching my speed so he can keep yelling at me through the window. And I'm not gonna lie, I got to a point where I said, you know what? I hit my four ways, and I looked over and I pointed to him and I said, because I was going to pull on the shoulder and get out. And that's wrong. That was wrong of me to let that other person control my emotions. He let me get to a point to where I started to make a wrong decision. And what I should have done in that situation was I should have let him pass, or I should have just took the next exit and let him go. So that way I can just clear my mind, get my bearings back, and then continue to drive. Don't ever let someone get you to the point where you're going to make a bad decision, because when you mess up, their lives continue. Now you're losing your freedom, your life, your job, your family, and everything else. It's not worth it. I understand how easy it is to get wrapped up in a moment of anger, because we're not above it. No one woke up that morning and said, I'm going to get into a road rage incident and shoot someone. I'm going to kill someone. Or I'm going to, unfortunately, I'll pass away. No one wakes up and says those things. It just happens at a moment's notice. But we have to get in front of it. And I just wanted to make this video because I deal with this stuff all the time. And sometimes when I make videos, I give myself reminders, because I'm not above any of the advice that I give you. I'm no different than you guys. I'm one moment away from making a bad decision every single day. We have to choose, especially as truckers, to take the high road. We have to be the bigger person. When you choose to become a truck driver and you make that decision, you're gonna be in a lot of frustrating and stressful moments. At the end of the day, it's up to us to keep our composure and just to maintain and stay focused on what we have at hand, because the people in the cars have the luxury of getting upset and getting angry and speeding off and everything like that. We do not. We're the standard of driving. So as a truck driver, when someone upsets you, you don't react with anger. You just let them go, blow them off, like, okay, yeah, you're mad. Okay, I'm just going to keep on with my program. Eventually, they're going to go about their way, and then you just continue what you're doing, especially for the new drivers. Focus on your technique and just focus on what's in front of you. Don't get distracted by anyone that's trying to provoke you and trying to get you off your square, because as soon as you do and you fall into that anger or fall into that emotion, that's when you're gonna make mistakes. Don't react to other people, especially the cars, because they don't understand the responsibility and pressure that you're under by driving that vehicle. So you got to just stay focused on what you're doing. Keep your mind centered on the task at hand. And this goes for me too, because I deal with crazy drivers every single day, and I've actually saw some drivers that tried to intentionally provoke me, but it's up to me to control what I react to. The same way my instructor told me, we control what we react to. Truck driving is a very stressful job, but it's only as stressful as you allow it to be. You can be upset and be frustrated, but you don't have to let your frustration and your emotions get you to make bad decisions. I'm pretty sure the guy that shot that other man over his poor driving regrets his decision. I'm sure he wishes that he could just take that moment back, that he just took a moment to think, but now it's too late. Now you're in jail, maybe even going to prison. Your freedom is gone. How many people have passed away due to road rage incidents that over small minor things that could have been fixed and corrected? The road rage isn't worth more than your CDL, worth more than your freedom, and certainly not more than your life or anyone else's life. Let's just keep it professional. If anyone tries to provoke you, you be the bigger person, because you're in the bigger truck. You have more of the risk. I hope this video is helpful for you. Stay blessed, stay safe, and until the next one is Gene rolling out.